Good afternoon. Welcome to the Chemical Engineering Degree Distribution Program. Hope you are all sitting in the assigned seats that are given to you. It makes things easier for you to receive your degree in an orderly manner. Yeah. We'll just give a couple of minutes for more two students for 2:30, and then we'll start the proceedings. Thank you. Good afternoon again. On behalf of the Department of Chemical Engineering, we welcome you to the Convocation, the Department Degree Distribution Program for Chemical Engineering Department. A warm welcome to our chief guest, Professor Ashutosh Sharma, on stage in the middle. On the stage, you have the head of the department, Professor Niket Kaisare, and Professor Pushpavanam, who's coordinator of the Convocation. So we begin with invocation, Tamil Thai Vartha and Vande Matram. Request you to rise, stand up.
நீராரும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் மதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரிதனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே. வந்தே மாதரம் வந்தே மாதரம் சுஜலாம் சுஃபலாம் மலயஜ शीतलाम् सस्यश्यामलां मातरं वन्दे मातरम् शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनीं फुल्लकुसुमितद्रुमदलशोभिनीं सुहासिनीं सुमधुरभाषिणीं सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम्
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the Department Degree Distribution Program, or D3P, in the Department of Chemical Engineering, IIT Madras. A special welcome to our chief guest, Padma Shri Professor Ashutosh Sharma from Chemical Engineering Department of IIT Kanpur. I welcome all the students, parents, alumni, faculty, and staff who are joining us here, as well as those who are watching this event from online. Today, 186 students are eligible to receive their degrees. Most of them are here in person, so I thank you all for being here in person. I thank all the parents and family members to be over here to support your wards. Thank you very much. These include 15 MS students, 14 PhD students, 34 MTech students, 26 dual degree students, which includes chemical engineering dual degree as well as IDDD students, and 97 BTech students. Our hearty congratulations and best wishes to all of them. Our department, which was established in 1959, has a distinguished tradition of excellence in chemical engineering education and research. We are a vibrant, inclusive community of students, scholars, and faculty and staff committed to advancing chemical engineering in both fundamental as well as applied domains. The department is currently home to 14 postdoctoral students, about 140 PhD scholars, 35 MS scholars, 83 MTech students, and 414 BTech plus dual degree students. Our research scholars have found career options ranging from academic positions in India and abroad, positions in industrial R&D, whether it is Indian industrial R&D or multinational companies, as well as engaging in startups and other entrepreneurial opportunities. This is something that I want to tell, especially parents and BTechs over here. A majority of PhDs go on to do industrial jobs, not just academic jobs. Another tidbit of information, in the Western world, PhD chemical engineering is a highest paid job based on the median salary, okay? So especially bachelors amongst you, if you want to consider potential career opportunities, PhD is something that you would really want to consider as well. Graduating bachelor's and master's students pursue a wide variety of career options, ranging from core chemical engineering to data analytics to IT and even finance these days. Chemical engineering graduates find themselves a well-rounded training that equips them for a variety of professional assignments, even outside the core chemical engineering boundaries. Our current faculty strength is 36. In the last year, 2 new faculty members have joined. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Abhinav Shankaraman and Dr. Rashmi Prabha Mohanty. Professor Shankar Narasimhan has retired and has been reappointed as Honorary Emeritus Professor in the department. We have one Professor of Practice, Dr. Girish Rao from Shell. Our staff strength is 16, which involves 9 technical staff and 7 admin staff members. They are the ones responsible for smooth running of your labs and smooth running of the 4 years or 5 years that you spend in IIT Madras. So please, a good round of applause to the staff members as well. The following are some of the awards, honors, and recognition received by our faculty members in the last 1 year. Professor Jitendra Sangwai was elected as the Fellow of Indian National Academy of Engineers. Dr. Arvind Kumar Chandran received the IIT Madras Institute Early Career Research Award. Dr. Jitin John Verghese was awarded the YBG Verma Award for Excellence in Teaching. We all congratulate all these faculty members for their stellar achievements. Over the decades, we have continually expanded our horizons, built deep capabilities in fundamental science, contributed to emerging technologies, and grown our engagement with industrial practice. Research in our department has evolved over the decades and is highly interdisciplinary and cutting edge today. Our research spans areas such as energy and sustainability, molecular modeling, process systems engineering, machine learning and AI, catalysis and reaction engineering, just to name a few. I now present a few representative professional highlights from our department that will give you a better picture of our research efforts. Dr. Srinivas Jayanti and co-workers were awarded a patent for improved architecture for redox flow batteries. Dr. Arvind Kumar Chandran and co-workers for bilayer metal electrocatalyst for CO2 conversion. Dr. Jitendra Sangwai and co-workers a patent for chemogel super absorbent for CO2 capture. Dr. Vinu and Dr. Abhijit for a process for manufacture of hydrogenated HT polybutadiene using a novel catalyst. Professor Pushpanam and co-workers for sequential extraction of metals from printed circuit boards. Dr. Kannan and co-workers for a patent on method for sustainable synthesis of chromium pillared clays for removing chrome from industrial effluents. Professor Ramnathan and co-workers for AC-induced corrosion rate estimator, Dr. Raghu Rangaswamy and co-workers for a method and side view mirror systems for vehicle monitoring of ambient parameters during vehicle mobility. As you can see, these areas span a fairly vast range of domains, and a lot of students are definitely a part of these patents. We are also expanding our efforts for internationalization. This involves internships and semester exchange programs, joint dual degree MTech, MS, and PhD guidance with our partner organization. Our faculty and students are also involved with joint research and global mobility programs with top universities worldwide. We have hosted more than 15 faculty visitors from various universities outside India. At IIT Madras, we are preparing the next generation of engineers to lead in the dynamic and evolving landscape. Several BTech students were part, and these next few are just a few examples. I'm happy to note that there's just not sufficient time to list all of the achievements of BTech, MTech, MS, and PhD students. So these are just a couple of tidbits that I'm presenting here. Several BTech students were a part of Team Abhyodaya, IIT's rocketry team that was adjudged the best rocketry team in Asia at the Spaceport America Club in 2024. A deep tech startup, Sthir Energy, which was founded by 3 PhD students, were Gunjan, Akhil, and Hamdan. They were awarded 1 million startup investment from venture capitalists. This startup works on zinc air batteries. I mean, I'm sure you have heard of all the batteries like lithium ion and so on. Zinc air battery is, and the earlier battery that I talked about, the vanadium redox flow batteries are a different kind of batteries. They are called flow batteries. Okay, so this is a fairly significant achievements that we have listed in the last few minutes. We continue to engage actively in industrial collaborations in all spheres of activities. In our continuing efforts to engage with industry, we were part of organizing committee for Industry Institution Partnership Summit organized by Indian Chemical Council for the last 3 years, as well as summits organized by CII, Confederation of Indian Industries, for the past couple of years. These addressed various issues related to chemical process industries, as well as industries in general. Several initiatives in the department received strong financial support from the industry. Just to name a couple of them, Dr. Rajneesh, Dr. Nitin, and Dr. Sanka Karmarkar are a part of Center for Research Efficiency, Recyclability, and Circularity in Energy Transition. This is funded by a 25 crore rupee grant by the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation Limited, HSBC, sorry. Dr. Arvind Kumar Chandran and Dr. Raghuram Chetty are part of a larger institute team for the Hydrogen Valley Innovation Hub funded by Hyundai Motors Limited. This was inaugurated just a few days ago with a funding of more than 100 crore rupees. We are in the process of redesigning our UG laboratories to be more stimulating and drive the learning process for students. We look forward to involving industry in a much more active manner in our academic activities and not just research. So as I finish this address, I would like to leave you with these three thoughts. The degree that you're going to receive is a piece of paper. What gives it value is your efforts, your dedication, as well as efforts of those who came before you and those who are going to come after you. It is a collective, ethical, and substantial strive towards excellence that gives that degree its value. It's our responsibility, you as soon to be the alumni, as well as we current faculty and staff of the institute, to uphold these values. Secondly, when you leave, you're going to take a piece of IIT Madras with you. May our tribe increase. And finally, in addition to human capital, we also rely on monetary capital. So please consider giving back to IIT Madras through joy of giving. Thank you very much. Okay. So next, let me introduce our chief guest. It's an absolute privilege to introduce our chief guest, Padma Shri Professor Ashutosh Sharma, a visionary academic, a pioneering researcher in nanoscience and nanotechnology, and a respected leader in Indian science and innovation space. Professor Sharma is currently the Institute Chair Professor at IIT Kanpur. He is the President of Indian National Science Academy. He was a co-chair of G20, and formerly he was Secretary to the Government of India, heading its Department of Science and Technology from 2015 to 2021. After receiving his BTech from IIT Kanpur, Ashutosh got his MS and PhD from US. He did his PhD at State University of New York, Buffalo, sunny Buffalo. He earned his PhD working with Professor Eli Ruckstein, a recipient of US Medal of Science. The Shishya emulated his guru and went on to be one of the most decorated chemical engineers who's currently a faculty in India. Professor Sharma is a recipient of numerous honors and awards, and I'll just name a few. The inaugural Infosys Prize in Engineering and Computer Science, the Bessel Research Award from the Humboldt Foundation, J.C. Bose Fellowship, the S.S. Bhatnagar Prize, Homi Bhabha Award, the Syed Hussain Zahir Medal, the Meghnad Saha Medal, and so on. He's also received Distinguished Alumni Awards from IIT Kanpur and sunny Buffalo. He's received the UNESCO Medal for contributions to nanoscience and nanotechnology. He's also received 6 DSc honoris causa from universities in US and India. Recently, he has been conferred with Padma Shri by the Government of India for his groundbreaking contributions in nanoscience and nanotechnology. With over 350 publications to his credit and a legacy of global recognition, Professor Sharma continues to inspire scientists, students, and policymakers alike. His journey is not just about scientific milestones, but also about shaping future of research and innovation in India. With that, I'd like to welcome Professor Sharma to deliver his address.
Good afternoon. I'm so happy to see so many delighted people here, so many happy faces. And I recall my own experience, and I can't recall it was a long time ago, but I'm sure that I was a happy person sitting here in Convocation when it happened, 1982. I graduated from IIT Kanpur, and I'm trying to bring in those happy memories. This is a great day for all of you, and a delightful day, and delight for me. And for that, I'm very thankful to the head, Naikat Kaiser, and my old friend, Dr. Pushpa Vanam, and all the faculty members here, and to see staff and the parents and everybody else who is here. This is such a great day. Terrific, indeed. And of course, the graduating students, I want to congratulate you for all the hard work, or maybe not the hard work, but you got here, and you're going to get the degree as was pointed out, which is indeed the most important thing, one of the most important things in life at the moment for the next 5 years. So we must enjoy this day. We must enjoy this day, and it'll make great memories, all the training and learning that we have received here. You know, when I was younger, when I did BTech, and I got some kind of medal or some stuff like that, I was very proud of it. And I said, hey, it's because I'm so bright, I'm so smart that I'm getting all of this stuff. I could not have been more wrong. It's not because of who I was that I got some stuff in life. It was because of many other people who contributed to it. It's about 90% contribution in our lives, our successes, is because of other people. And so sometimes we kind of forget that. We have all the parents sitting here. If we do not know how to thank people for our success, then our debt remains forever. So now is a great time to acknowledge that fact. Our teachers, our parents, our friends, our family, our staff that has worked here. Let us give a big round of applause to all of them. I did not do it when I was younger because I just was so full of myself. I said, hey, I'm so great, you know, I got good IQ and everything. It had nothing to do with that. IQ only goes a little bit beyond the college after cracking all the exams. So what is it that we need? What is it that we need is EQ. We all know what EQ is emotional quotient, is what makes us succeed despite all the odds in life. Every day in life, you are going to face some challenges, that your boss is not going to be happy with you. You know, you are losing your job, you are winning your job. Something is happening all the time. But anyway, it doesn't matter what happens. If we had the emotional quotient beyond IQ, in fact, high IQ may be a problem rather than a solution. So, but EQ, that's I call it EQ1. EQ1 is emotional quotient. But equally important is EQ2, which is empathy quotient. And so in order to succeed in the teamwork, not as an individual, but as a team, it is so necessary that I can put myself in the shoes of others and know basically how they feel and what makes them tick and how they want to work together. So this is so very important, and can't emphasize it enough. Success and failure both are transient. So it's not just failure which is transient. Often I have heard that, hey, don't worry about it because failure is not forever. Fact is that success also is not forever. So when we are successful, please remember the lessons that we have learned before we became successful, and then we would cease to be successful. Then how are you going to bounce back from there? This is the strength that we get in there. Some of you would be getting prizes and medals today. Right? Everybody, how many got here prizes and medals? Can you raise your hand? Nobody got prize and medal here. Oh my God. Oh. Okay, you are good. Okay, I mean, so people who get prize and medal, they get a little bit, puffed up, and they say, hey, I got this stuff, so I must be really good. But no matter what you got or you did not get, all of you would contribute very strongly to the society, to your friends, to your family, to the organization that you work in. And no matter what your medals have been, that you will always be shining stars in the hearts of people in IIT, Madras, your teachers, your parents, and all of that. That is so true. Doesn't matter what your grades have been. Now, I just want to quickly say a few things because my time is very limited. Time is limited not on earth yet, but over here. Okay, so other day actually I was in a convocation for chemistry. So sometimes people think I'm a chemist, sometimes people think I'm a physicist, sometimes they think I'm a material scientist because I've done all of this at different times in my life. And this is what you call interdisciplinary kind of work. So, I was telling these people, chemists, I said, you can solve any problem. They said, how? I said, because you got all the solutions in the lab. There was a ChatGPT generated joke. So I'm not responsible for the poor quality of it. Okay, and similarly, when then I had I was inaugurating a conference in materials science. So I pointed out that material scientists do not trust atoms. You know why? Because atoms, they make up everything. It's a joke. I mean, you say, okay, you make up everything, so atoms make up everything, you can't trust them. So what's the joke about chemical engineering? Now coming to the point over here, right? Why did I choose chemical engineering? Actually, in those days, chemical engineering, when I did my JEE, it was rated very high. It's still rated high. I mean, in fact, you did the right choice, taking chemical engineering. But I was getting electrical, I was getting mechanical, and there was no computer science in those days. But I said, I'll take chemical. Of course, I was getting electrical in IIT Delhi. IIT Delhi, who would go there? And anyway, so I went to Kanpur, okay, right? And I made the right choice. But anyway, they said, chemical engineering, they said, is no hassle, is very cool branch. And if you don't know the answer to anything, then you just assume steady state. Okay. And then you just hope that your teacher is impressed enough, to pass you a particular course. So that often works. Now, let me very quickly point out, how do we solve problems? You see, solving problems is so critical, was so critical in my life, it's going to be more critical in your life. New learning, picking up new skills, working on new things, that's going to be the life. Unfortunately for me, the life, or for us, old timers, we learned one skill, and then rest of our life we just carried that tool with us, and everything was okay, right? But it's not going to be okay because we got these overarching challenges of the future. These are rise of intelligent machines, including all the cyber physical systems, AI, IoT, Industry 4.0, whatever you call it, is going to run our lives. Then there is a question about sustainable development. There's a question about climate change. All of these things which are going to occupy our future are of great interest for chemical engineers. So we should be totally alert and get into these areas. Not just think about, hey, there's fluid mechanics, thermodynamics, whatever. Those are little tools. But we need to use these tools to look at the big picture, to solve big problems, and all of these are the problems that would remain with us forever. To solve a problem, there are 3 ways of solving a problem. How many here know some Hindi? Oh, wonderful. First, describe what are the 3 modes of solving a problem, and for what kind of problem, what kind of mode is needed. So it doesn't matter if you're a chemical engineer, what engineer you are. 3 ways of solving a problem are Jugaad, Dhanda, and Panga. Now, you see, Jugaad, we know, is a suboptimal solution. Sometimes we need it in order to live another day or die another day. But anyway, we need to do better. Dhanda basically means incremental changes that we may be happy with. 2% change, 5% change year on year. Some problems require continuity and stability in society. But Panga is the disruptive way of solving a problem. And so things like climate change, things like the impact of AI on society, the things like sustainable development, which is an oxymoron, all of that would require a hell lot of Panga. You see, it's not going to be solved by Dhanda. It's not going to be solved by business as usual. Because for 50 years we thought that technology will solve these problems for us. To do the same thing for another 50 years and assume that the outcome would be different, that's called stupidity. It's not going to happen. So therefore, we must be totally ready for Panga to roll up our sleeves, and this is so necessary in the context of India. Why it is so necessary in the context of India? Because you have heard of this slogan called Amrit Kal, going to 2047, Viksit Bharat. So, you know, sometimes people think it's a lip service, it's a slogan. It's a political slogan. No, it's not that. You see, we have a demographic dividend at the moment, and the examples of that demographic dividend are sitting right here, all of you. The median age of the country is 28.6325 years. The decimal places are made up, but anyway, it is like 28 years or something. Okay. Now this demographic dividend, the demographic advantage is not going to be there forever. Another 30 years, and our society ages the same way as the rest of the global society, which means we got a window of opportunity which is open to us for another 30 years. And after that, the new constraints of climate change, the new constraints of globalization, the new constraints of sustainability or the limits on sustainability, and the new, very many new, new socio-economic political realities would intervene and would put limits on our growth. So this is the time to do something, to do or die, as they call in the good old days. And to be able to do that, it requires some positivity of mind. It requires cultural, behavioral aspects more than IQ. So in all the institutes I go around and I say, look, it's not our IQ, it's not our training, it is not our cracking exams that's holding us back. What is holding us back is cultural, behavioral aspect. Because everybody I see is trying to pull somebody down. Instead of he's trying to bring himself up, he's saying, look, okay, if I can pull somebody down, then I'm up. Okay, just as an example of cultural, behavioral aspect. And so it is about getting rid of negativity. I describe that as getting rid of energy vampires. You know, so there's a term, energy, instead of sucking blood, they are sucking the optimism and the hope out of us. And nothing can be worse for a society than to encourage energy vampires to come and flourish. And no matter what problems we have, we would have the solutions for it, and the confidence that we have the solutions for it, that we would be leaders rather than followers, and all of that. One of the aspects which is so important is to cultivate diversity in order to have further growth in the country. In fact, you see, women, of course, now there are about healthy 20% or so women in IITs, almost, all the branches and so on. But there was a time where there were 3% women who remained like that for a very long time. And especially now, even now in the leadership positions, you would not find as many women as there are even in BTech or PhD and so on. So there are two kinds of diversity that we would have to promote very strongly. One is of age, the other is of gender. And of course, with that comes the geography and the socio-economic background and so on. My prescription for that is, you know, we totally have to meet people who are unlike us. You see, I'm a chemical engineer, and so therefore I never go to chemical engineering conferences, right? Because there's nothing new that I can learn in chemical engineering conference because I already know what they're going to be talking about there. So I rather go to a conference in history, in philosophy, in social sciences, in mechanical engineering, what have you, all of that, right? And I would learn a lot more, and therefore one can create those domains of knowledge which have not been connected before. And this is about creating new knowledge. This is about creativity and so on. And I think, okay, the push is telling me that my time is really up. So let me conclude. You see, this is now, we live in the age of startups and innovation and so on. Whole lot of people do not understand what innovation means. I don't have time to go into it, but I'll explain to you in 2 seconds what innovation means. There is a thing called invention. Invention is a black box in which money comes in and knowledge goes out. Innovation is opposite, another black box in which knowledge comes in and money goes out. Okay, so we have these two black boxes working together, which I call Lakshmi and Saraswati working together. See, fortunately, we did not have Saraswati Vandana starting this particular event, but a whole lot of conferences you would see start with Saraswati Vandana. And I make sure that we also have Lakshmi Vandana to go with Saraswati Vandana. So we make sure that we understand that both of them depend on each other. To create right kind of knowledge, we need money. To create money, we need knowledge. And so this is the knowledge economy that we want to work on. So, okay, clearly we need that. So startups, I think this is a time for startups. In 2015, I became Secretary of Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. There were 100 startups registered at that time. You would not believe, just 10 years ago. Today there are 1.4 lakhs. I had written an article back then predicting that in 10 years there would be 1 lakh startups. My prediction today is in next 10 years there will be 10 lakh startups, and we are totally ready for that particular revolution which is going to happen. And so my advice is that, you get into innovation, startup, all of that, when you have more energy, when you are younger, when you are single, after you are married, you cannot even change a TV channel. My wife told me that. Okay, so now, okay, so I must conclude. My conclusion is never equate success with excellence. So excellence comes first. That's the topmost thing, the quality and excellence and leadership and that stuff. There are lots of successful people I see, but they are very mediocre people. They have not inspired anybody other than, creating more zeros in their bank accounts. Okay, so there is one way to live. Okay, but it's very clear, as soon as you got sufficient number of zeros in your bank account, there's some other kind of needs will kick in. And that you need these higher needs. If you were to look at Maslow's hierarchical pyramid of needs, I don't have more time about it, just do your Google, just look at Meta AI, and you would understand what is Maslow's hierarchical pyramid of needs. And it is so necessary that we totally understand that, not when you are 50 years old. Today is a good day actually to understand that and to embark on that journey. And so second, the problem that comes in our journey is that we start equating happiness with consumption. So be rid of that thing. It's never equivalent to each other. And we also start thinking about equating job with career. Okay, these are totally different things. So we leave with this, the whole, I leave this with 3 concepts. Excellence is not equal to success. Happiness is not equal to consumption. And job is not equal to career. And this is what we need to cultivate in a very conscious manner. And time is now to do that. So I wish your journey a very happy journey that begins today. That may your journey be always lit by golden rays of good sun out there. No dearth of it in Chennai or some elsewhere as well. Okay, and then may you traverse on a path with heart. This is very important because oftentimes you're stuck on paths which only have some IQ. Okay, not very much more to offer to heart. And so if there is a good balance between what goes on here, what goes on here, in fact even in the gut feeling that we call about, right? Now we got 3 different kind of brains and minds, as they say. There is a brain mind here, there is a brain mind here, and then in the gut. All of that has to work in harmony with each other for us to have a purposeful, holistic life. And so thank you very much for having me here. Live long and prosper. Vulcan salute. Thank you very much.
Let's thank Professor Ashutosh Sharma once again for the inspirational talk. Okay. We'll go on to the next part of the ceremony, which is the distribution of degrees and the prizes. So graduates, as your names are called, please come to the dais and receive your prizes and degrees. Over to you, Nitin.
Good afternoon, everyone. So let's start with our Institute Awards. The first 2 awards were already presented to the respective students, but we will read it out anyway. The first one is the Institute Merit Prize for the student with the highest CGPA in the dual degree BTech MTech program, and that went to Anish Anand Pafale. The second is the best PhD thesis in the Department of Chemical Engineering, and that goes to Balivada Kusum Kumar. And now for the students of Kusum, can you wave at us? Awesome. Now for the students who are present here, the first award is the Prema and Nagarajan Sethi Prize. The student with the best academic record in the Chemical Engineering B.Tech degree program, then that goes to Ananya Prakash. I would request Ananya to stay on the stage, please, to collect the Professor C.A. Sastry Endowment Prize as well. And this is for a student with the best overall performance in curricular and co-curricular activities in chemical engineering. And that award again goes to Ananya Prakash. Congrats, Ananya. The next is the B. Ravichandran Memorial Prize for a student with the best academic record in chemical engineering dual degree B.Tech M.Tech program. And that is Hari Karthik S.T. The next award is the Professor M. Ramanujam Memorial Award, the dual degree B.Tech M.Tech student who has done project in the area of particle technology and has secured the highest GPA at the end of pre-final semester. And that goes to Kelvin Xavier M. I would request Kelvin to stay on the stage because he is also receiving the K. Subba Raju Memorial Prize for a student with the best academic record in chemical engineering M.Tech program. Next is the Sri S.V. Balakrishnan Prize for the student with the best academic record in catalysis and chemical engineering, but unfortunately he's not here to receive the award. It goes to Patil Vaibhav Vasant. Next award is Srimati D. L. Saraswati Memorial Prize, and this is the best project in the areas of environmental engineering and chemical engineering M.Tech program, and that goes to Haley Tekum Vilayal Jose. His parents are here to collect the award on his behalf. I would request his parents to stay on the stage for the next award, which is the best MS thesis in the Department of Chemical Engineering, and that once again goes to Haley Tekumvilayal Jose. Last but not the least is the Miko Bosch Prize. The student with the best project in the area of environmental pollution control and energy conservation, environmental pollution control and techniques, and energy conservation in chemical mechanical engineering. And that award goes to Chandru A. Once again, kindly give a big round of applause to all the award winners. Now we move on to the main event, which is the distribution of degrees. First, we'll start with our PhD students. The first degree recipient is Harija Harikumar. Akil Kongara. Halpati Jigar Sailesh Kumar. Ramanan S.V. Venugopal B. Desai Hari Hitesh. C. D. Balaji. M. Maruti Prasanna. Rajesh Chaudhary. Come on, everyone, keep some energy going. Ajin R. P. Govardhan. Ajay Kaushik V. Mahendra Tiwari. Balivada Kusum Kumar. Abhishek Anand. Rajput Shubham Ajay Kumar. Next, I would like to call upon the proud MS degree recipients, starting with Sivasankar J. Falak Naz. Soham Roy. Mohit Sachin Kumar Shah. Tak Govind Benaram. Kailash Veerapan UK. Abhishek Badani. Mohnin Gopinath M. Sukesh Raghav H. Next, I would like to call upon the proud M.Tech degree recipients, starting with Ankush. Tota Balaji Sriram. Jamshir K.T. K. Tulasimani. Talatam Leela Venkata Surya Sai Gayatri. Ashish Gautam. Chandru A. Harisankar A.R. Hetansha Ashok Boricha. Ritwin C. Kakarapalli Varshit Murali Manohar. Karthik Narayanan R. Kelvin Xavier M. Madineni Dinesh. Parmar Manav Jitendra Kumar. Mayank Sanjay Kumar Gupta. Modi Naitik Chetan Bhai. Nikhil Verma. Purnesh Sunil Bugdalwar. Rashmi Ranjan Sahu. Saurabh Rajendra Ramteke. Shahbaz Ahmed Laskar. Sparsh Dubey. Paila Vamsi. Varun Subramanian V. Dasu Vijayakumar Bhagavan. Aman Kumar Shah. Next, we are going to call upon the proud recipients of the dual degree in chemical engineering, starting with Abhay Joseph. Amal Mudavan Kulavan. Anish Anand Pofale. Aryav Jain. Ashwin Balamurugan. Ayush Sinha. Bhutada Tushar Purushottam. Dhanush A. Golagani Khadyot. Hari Karthik S.T. Hridit Harikrishnan. Joseph George. Kamaleshan D.G. Lakshmi Priyanka B. Melpakam Pradeep. Mihir Singh. Mohammad Owais Siddiqui. Prahlad A. Watson. K. S. Rishikesh. Sahal A. Shashank G. Sivasankar S. A. Sudan. Taslim Basil N. C. Vamsi Krishna Reddy. Next, we would like to call upon our proud BTech degree recipients, starting with Ayong Konak. Gautam Raj R. Akash J. R. Akriti Muralidharan. Ayush Agarwal. Abhirup Seth. Aditya K. Afifa Ismail C. Akash P. Akshat Kumar. Aman Singh. Amartya Talukdar. Amit Kumar Patra. Ananya Prakash. Anthony Gerard Joseph Roshan R. Ashish Kumar. Ashita Ashokan Vanarat. Atharva Suhas Kandave. Atram Santosh. Charchit. Chaudhary Akhilesh Lakshmanbhai. Chotu Ram Kumawat. Chinni Bhavya. Chitaluri Karthik. Damira Ashrita. Darsh Suryavelan R. Debarati Roy. Deepak Kumar Meena. Dudi Venkata Kartikeya. Elizabeth Susan Joseph. Fayaz Ahmed. Gagandeep. Gokul Tarun GS. Hiya Katet. Kanishk Kala. Kaushik M. Kaushik M.R. Kirti Abhirami K. Ketawat Sunil. Kishore R. Konchada Vaishnavi. Kota Uday Kiran. Kotadiya Jaydeep. Kumari Simran Yadav. Likit R. Madhav Tiwari. Manas Maheshwari. Manish Ahirwar. Mayank Chandrakant Kulkarni. Mohammad Nasir Salam Jamadar. Muhammad Arif. Muhammad Adil. Nachiket Sandeep Sharma. Nandamuri Jabili Shri. Narendra Kauche. Nemade Abhishek Prakash. Nishant Nathaniel Magesh. Pedada Shanmuka Sri Sai Sinduri. Prabhu Karthik G. Prarthana Ganesh. Pullagura Rashid. Pratik Tushar Dhande. Punnana Vinay Anjan. Rachuri Sai Krishna. Ragam Homaja. Rakhunde Dhruv Chetan Kumar. Ratan Manohar Dodalinganavar. Ravish Kumar. Razan P. Ritik Radhan R. Rohan Murugavel. Rugved Rajesh Dikshit. Sahil Solanki. Saket S. Samir Muhammad Mansoori. Sanjay Hansda. B. A. Santosh. Sapavat Akash. Sarayu Sonal Kancharla. Sarmad Kaunain. A. Satvik. Satyan Sundararajan. Sheikh Fazal Elahi. Shishir Chaurasia. Shweta Varshini G. Siddhartha Tara. Siddhant Rakesh Wagmare. Siddhant Verma. Sodari Akshaya. Sonali Charudata Patil. Saumya Krishnatre. Talluru Charita. Tirth Alkesh Patel. Victor Sarkar. Yashvardhan Baranwal. Shakti Singh. Parth Mahangade. Nitin P. Patil. Vishal Kumar. Ramesh Raj. I now humbly request the parents and the family of Birka Praneeth to collect his degree. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations to all for receiving your degrees, and thank you so much, esteemed chief guest and HOD. Please, we now request, I request them to kindly take their seats. We now request, this is a thing that we do every year. We now request some of our students to come and share a few experiences with you guys regarding our department and chemical engineering at IIT Madras. And I'll first call upon Vaishnavi from the BTech 21 batch to share a few words.
Hello, everyone. 4 years ago, when I was freezing the IITM Chem option. I didn't really know what I was signing up for, but it turned out to be one of the best decisions I made in my life. I'd like to thank my parents, my batchmates, seniors, juniors who helped me through my broken ankle, both online and in campus. I'd like to thank my HODs, Ravi Krishna sir and Niket Kaisre sir, the faculty in my department, and I specifically want to mention my faculty advisor, Raja sir, and my BTP guide, Nitin Muralidharan sir, both of whom have helped me with advice at some of the most critical crossroads of my life. Chem has challenged me both academically and professionally. Solving problems that started with, assume steady state to why did I take this course. It's been quite a ride. Over the years, though, one thing has stayed constant, the kindness that the department has offered, both from the students and the faculty. Faculty taking extra classes, clearing our doubts, or stepping in on a weekend to help me with booking of a room, which Krishnamurthy sir, Ravi Krishna sir, and Saket once did for me. Yes. And serving as CR for 4 years has given me a deep appreciation for how much happens behind the scenes that people don't see. And this also shows me how committed everyone is to making this department better. I closely witnessed the department evolve with more interest in research, open conversations, and the student community involving better in the affairs of the department. So I came here hoping to learn chemical engineering, but I'm leaving with so much more memories, friendships, and a sense of home that I didn't expect that I'd get. Thank you.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. I now request Kirti from the same batch to share a few words. Should probably start running from there. Yes. And Kadyot, Kelvin, Sukesh, and Kusum, can you please come forward so that you can come to the stage quickly?
Hello, good evening, everyone. It feels a little surreal to be here in front of the very professors who used to teach us. Now, not anymore because we're graduating. All right, 4 years ago, I am sure that all of us, when we entered the IITM gate, we all stood there with our wide eyes, being very nervous. We entered as a blank canvas. But today, we stand to walk out into the real world with a colorful canvas. Perhaps a little sleep deprived, but full of friendships, memories that no CGPA can measure. I still remember that in my first year, one of the professors told me that you may not become a chemical engineer at the end of the 4th year, but you will think like one forever. That day I didn't understand what it meant, but today I understand. And I feel it's necessary to mention here that I'm very grateful to professors, especially Professor Raja Mani sir, who was my faculty advisor, who was there with me at every step of academic and otherwise. And Professor Abhijit sir for introducing me to research and telling me, or rather making me experience what it feels to be in lab doing something, bringing something out of it. And finally to Professor Nitin Muralidharan, who was also my BTech project guide, who has been with me, supported me throughout my project, and made me make something meaningful out of it. And most importantly, goes without saying that it's my family and my father who's sitting over there. This is your dream, and thanks for making it possible for me. And to the department who have helped me and been there throughout the 4 years, the department has been the foundation for the whole journey. And I was given that you should speak within 1 minute, and it's really hard to summarize 4 years of experience in less than 1 minute. So if I have to summarize what happened in my 4 years of BTech, I would tell chemical engineering not just taught me and to become an engineer, but rather it taught me how to think. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Kirti. Khadyot Golagani.
Thank you very much, sir. So to sum up what my 4 years, or 5 years rather, because it's a dual degree, of experience at chemical engineering is, I'll quickly take you through 3 short stories that I've had here. So I was lucky enough to go on a semester exchange in my 5th semester, and I've planned all my courses, everything was in place, I've landed in Europe, dream come true, but then right after I reached there, I got to realize half of my courses are cancelled due to low enrollment. I was on full panic mode. I've contacted the professors back here. They've seamlessly put me through the process of rearranging the courses. And again, after I come back, also they've adjusted it in 2-3 semesters. And I was also lucky enough to finish off all my courses, including the dual degree courses in my 4 years of BTech itself. That is the kind of flexibility this department has provided me. And apart from this, in between, I've had a short stint with IIT Energy Systems. I've gone there. But then I've realized this department gives much more flexibility, much more depth, and much more opportunities as well. And so here I am back in chemical engineering as a dual degree student. And for the last and final story, so the final year project that I've worked on, so it was for the first time that I felt it's no more a final deadline that I have to do, rather a project that sort of, feels impactful. For the context, I was working on plastic recyclable molecules. And so it is the kind of impact and the kind of projects that you work here that instills confidence in you. And after this, I'm heading to an investment bank. Although the molecules are different, the pressure is different, but I'm pretty sure the learnings that I've gained here will take me through to my journey ahead also. And to everyone, to my parents, to the faculty, and to my friends who've all come here to visit my graduation, thanks a lot, and thank you for the department for such a wonderful opportunity. Thank you all.
From the MTech program, it's Kelvin Xavier. Kelvin?
A very good afternoon to one and all present here. I, Kelvin, am grateful to receive this award from this prestigious institute. I would like to thank everyone for my a very good journey of 2 months. Sorry, 2 years. It's fine. Yeah, so I would like to thank my professors, guide, my parents, my friends, my lab mates, my wing members, and many others who have supported me, guided me, mentored me, and many other things. I'm really grateful for all of that. And when it comes to academics, it needs no introduction. IIT Madras is the best of the business. When it comes to new technologies, IIT Madras will be one of the IITs which will inculcate in its curriculum. We can see that there is a lot of involvement of AI and ML in our technical discussions as well. So these modern tools actually supplement the traditional methods of engineering, and it's highly indulged in this department. And I'm sure if any new technologies emerges in future, this IIT will be one of the main ladders of the technology. Many new technologies would be developed from this institute as well. I'm sure of that. And so as an alumnus of this prestigious institute, on behalf of all the graduates, I'm sure that we will keep up this good name of this institute and to carry forward its rich legacy. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelvin. For the MS program, it's Sukesh Raghav.
Greetings, everyone. So, first of all, I would like to thank my parents for giving me emotional support. Then I would like to thank my teachers, professors, and everyone who paved the way or who helped me graduate here. Then finally, importantly, my lab mates, seniors who criticized my presentation, positive criticizing, and who helped me finally really graduate. So I would like to share 2 of my experience. being in IIT, what I learnt was, if given a project, now I understood what can go wrong instead of doing what is right. For example, in our project, there was a pump. I did lot of Bernoulli equations and everything, and the motor rating was correct, and the pump was not running. Then I rechecked the thing, but finally I called my professor, Pushpavanam, sir, pump is not running, what to do? So finally what happened was we dismantled the pump. There was a cloth in the suction side of the pump. So basically, being in IIT, I learned what can go wrong at least. And next thing is, I really learned what chemical engineering means. Before coming to IIT, if someone asked me, what do you do in chemical engineer? Whatever response I said to them, they don't accept it. Now, after coming to IIT Madras and saying what chemical engineering means, now if I explain to them, at least I won't be embarrassed. They are looking at me like, oh, you are doing big stuff. Thank you.
You are indeed doing big stuff, Sukesh. Congratulations. For last but not the least, from the PhD program, we have Kusum.
Good evening, faculty members, friends and family members. I am Kusum Kumar Balewada, PhD scholar in the Department of Chemical Engineering. My PhD work focuses on designing chemical reactors which can convert waste biomass into liquid fuels. We used advanced AI and ML techniques in order to understand what is happening inside the reactor. Such understanding is needed to deploy these reactors at the industrial level. Firstly, I would like to thank my guide, Dr. Himanshu Goyal, for his constant support and guidance during my tenure. I am happy to say that I am his first PhD student. I have witnessed how he has built the lab. Initially, our lab has only one computer when I just joined, and now we have the state-of-the-art computational facility which is capable of solving almost every complex problem in the world. Being his first PhD student, I am sure that we will be proud of each other in the near future. Next, I would like to thank our DC members for their invaluable inputs during my PhD tenure. I would also like to thank our HOD, Niket Kaisare, for always standing beside students. I would like to thank my family and friends for their unconditional love and support. Special thanks to the department office staff for helping us during the tenure. Moreover, special thanks to our department for its research-friendly environment, finest faculty working in the most challenging areas, and research infrastructure capable of competing world's leading universities. With this, I would like to conclude. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kusum. We just have one more degree to give away. I now request Professor Niket Kaisare to hand it over. This is for Haley Tekumbilayal Jose, who is not here, unfortunately, so his parents will be collecting the degree on his behalf. Now, on behalf of the department, staff members, and all the students here, we would like to felicitate our esteemed chief guest. And now request our Professor Niket Kaisare to hand over the memento on behalf of our department to Professor Ashutosh. Thank you, sir. I now request Professor Pushpavanam to deliver a vote of thanks.
It's my pleasant duty to propose a vote of thanks. I want to thank the engineering unit first, who have helped in making sure all the technical aspects are taken care of, audio, video facilities in this room. I want to thank the security. I think the first time I've actually been involved in the organization of this event, and I really realized that a lot of planning has to be done I want to thank all the staff members from the Chemical Engineering Department, the faculty from the Chemical Engineering Department, who have been working pretty much very hard for the last 1 week. And the students who have been volunteering, were volunteered for helping us. And I think it's been a very pleasant experience working with all of them. I thank all of them, and just before I close, I want to say that we will have, and I must remember to thank my friend Ashutosh, who has come all the way from Kanpur, and we're very happy that he was here with us. And one announcement. After this event, we will have snacks outside the auditorium in the lobby area. So please remember to take your snacks packet. Thank you very much. Yeah. We will have the national anthem now.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाता जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you, and please have snacks.